So
we buttered you, by the way.
Oh my god. I just hit the recording and you said we buttered you. So I'll just start again real quick and do the little intro. Now we've got everyone together. Today's contract is a little different. You are going to be hunting for information on the sunken city defended by a silver dragon called Kinderal. The silver dragon is concerned that the rat denizens of the city will soon pour into the upper world and cause problems. As such, he needs to know more about the city and is dispatched the Slayer's take to find out more. And if you return with this information, he will reward you with 600 gold pieces. Now, some of you, Rothbart and Finch, have actually descended into this city before, and while there you found a mithril slab that had the story of the city on it, at least some of it. It showed there's people mining beneath the earth, and an old woman visiting them, begging them not to mine any deeper for fear of them finding something dangerous. They descended a little bit deeper, all the same, ignoring the old woman. And as they descended deeper in, they found out that yes, sorry, just reading a message there. They descended deeper in, and it caused them to find something they shouldn't find. So the old woman cursed them, turning them all into an amalgamation of rats and people. And doing this, for some reason, you're not sure. And then the old woman left, and the tablet itself was inscribed around the edges by many, many images of elderflowers. Rothbart, Finch, Rogar, you have all visited Auntie Elderflower once before, and doing so, you think that perhaps this woman may be the woman in the picture, or may perhaps know more about the history. So you're going to go and the idea, I think, is to visit her and try and discover more about this ancient city. Although, if you have other ways you'd like to approach discovering its history, I'm all ears. But yeah, so that's it. This is an official contract, so Merton offers you 2 healing pies and some righteous butter. And I believe the decision was the healing pies would go to Finch and Rogar, and Rothbart would take the righteous butter.
We did shove 1 healing pie down Rothbart's pants. So.
That is true. Oh, I thought it was down Rogar's pants.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It's like being in a fucking fraternity and you fall asleep. Great.
Cool. Well, except that these are magical items that'll help you. Not take out your cheek.
Well, it's good we've got the guild's greatest minds all gathered here to solve this issue.
Yes, you do have the guild's greatest mind gathered here.
Merton looks pleased.
I look forward to doing research and social scenarios.
I very much look forward to doing research. I am cleric of the knowledge, well, arcane knowledge, after all, and this seems magic, so I am interested.
Alright, I've just got to follow that guy's lead for today.
Oh, that is the worst idea you have had all your life, but let's do it.
Alright. So, we just gotta go meet up with this Auntie Elderflower and just ask her questions straight on.
Well, seems like a good first step. This way we do not have to deal with Ratman immediately, which is always preferable.
Hope she doesn't get pissed off by what happened to that tablet. Don't know if that was hers or not, but
hey,
sure,
nobody mentioned that.
Are any of us wearing mithril armor?
Well, if John comes along, all 3 of us are. Apart from Vlad.
Well, I'm not, so yeah, I'll just pretend I do not know what happened to the tablet.
Just like on the backside of one of the armor plates, there's just like the faint remnants of that tablet that we melted down.
Well, this might complicate things. Anyways, we should let's go see this. Is she aunt of yours? Is this metaphorical auntie? I don't.
I think she's an auntie in the same way Joe's an uncle.
No relation.
I thought it was his first name.
Wait. She's married to Joe.
No. They kind of have a thing going.
Oh.
Something to do with eating penises. I didn't want to get it in the middle of that. It got weird.
Effen penicillium is powerful medicine that can help you perform in older age. Which
I know you don't need to say it.
Very useful to
mental image. Let's go. Oh god.
Very well.
All right. So Vladimir, the cleric of Iron, big bearded fellow, goes along with Finch, the tall Furbog in mithril armor, and Rothbert, the sort of wild-looking dwarf in mithril armor, and Rogar slinking along behind in his normal, quiet shadows.
I think Brogar said he might be dropping out because of internet troubles.
Oh.
So, in the Discord chat, John's...
Okay.
taking over.
So Rogar begins slinking along and then slinks too much and ends up falling into the shadows and disappearing. And then John just slips in on a horse.
Just walk outside.
He stealthed so hard he couldn't even find himself anymore.
What we see is from behind something grabs Rogar and pulls him into the shadows, and then John slinks out and goes,
Hey guys, how's it going?
John slinks out with his big smile and goes, every contract. And he's on a horse.
Right, John.
Why is he on a horse? Okay.
He's stealth horsed. So you guys head off towards this. Finch and Rothbert know the way. It's a few hours outside of Vasselheim. There isn't really a beaten path for Vasselheim. It's a very wild area around it. But the place you're going to is it has that feeling of like a very old wood. There's ancient trees with great roots going deep. There's that mild smell of rot in the air that old wood sort of had, that kind of moist smell.
Yes.
And
Could you say moist one more time? I didn't quite catch the first three.
Moist smell in the air.
Like my kind of place.
You know what I like.
Yeah. After a few hours walking through these kind of tangled nettles and deep wood kind of environment, you come across a clearing, and in the middle of that clearing is a standing stone, an ancient obelisk of granite with faded like runes carved into it. I imagine Finch and Rothbert just sort of strayed up to it since they've been here a few times before.
Yeah, remember this thing.
Hey, is there a doorbell? If you get. Last time it just kind of came wandering out of the trees, if I remember rightly.
Finch has got to go knock on the rock. Hello.
Alright, Finch, you walk up, you knock on this chunk of granite, and a few minutes pass, and then you start to hear a familiar creaking in the trees. And Rothbert and Finch, you being here a couple of times, you notice that despite the fact this has happened a few times before, there's no damaged trees where there should be from the other visits. Like, it's all filled in around you. And there's a creaking and crunching, and several trees nearby pressed down or broken to the side or uprooted. And a gigantic tree stump with creeping root legs pulls its way out of the woods. And on top of the tree trunk is a little hut, a nice little cottage with smoke coming out the top. Which creeps into the clearing, comes to a stop. The door to the hut opens up, and a rope ladder descends down to the ground.
I must admit, this is very strange.
She's an eccentric lady. Go on, up we go. Finch starts climbing up.
Oh, I'm really not good with rope ladders. They always feel so unsafe. I always...
Yeah, there's a lot of like swinging around and stuff, and you pull your way up and you find this little it's a bit of a climb, a bit of a trek up, but you find yourself by this little hut door, And wafting out of the hut is the smell of cookies and sweet things.
Oh. Yep. Excuse, Auntie.
Yes, come in. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were coming, so I've put some cookies on. I know how you like them, Finch.
Oh.
Alright, Finch just runs in, I take it.
Yeah, just kind of like stoops in through the doorway.
Sure. You stoop in, and once you're inside, there's this kind of a moment of like vertigo, as it feels much larger on the inside than it looked on the outside. Like on the outside, it was like a little shack, and while it's all still one room, it's a very sort of expansive room, like good 20 feet across.
Interesting.
And yeah, everyone I'm guessing everyone
Stretch.
heads inside, and you find yourselves inside. The room is expansive but cluttered. A lot of books are kind of in one corner. There's a lot of books in one corner. There's sort of pots and pans in disheveled mixes and just stuff everywhere. I didn't realize how big I'd made this. It's actually maybe a little not good to scale at the moment, so I'll just make you all.
It's a giant chair.
Yeah, the chairs are way too big, so here, you can all be large for the time being. So you guys all... Yeah, that's more correct to the size. I made that a little too expansive. And yeah, this woman voice comes at the back and goes, just a second, sorry. And a few seconds pass by, and a sort of middle-aged woman, she's got brown hair, but there's like some streaks of grey in it. And have I got you on the right map? Oh, that's why. Never mind, sorry, I mixed up the dimensions.
Yeah.
And you just transported us to another dimension, apparently. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sorry. There we go. Yeah, this is the correct one here. So yeah, you guys come out, and yeah, this middle-aged lady kind of wanders out, and it's like, "Hello there. Sorry. I didn't realize we'd have company today. How are you all doing? Finch, mind your head up there. There's I've got some pheasant hanging for dinner tonight." And she comes out. Yeah, she's this little lady. She's got an apron on with like little elderflower designs in it, and sort of an old dress. And she comes up like, "Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all. Come in."
Oh, good to see you, Auntie.
I see you've brought some new friends with you today. Who are these?
My name is Vladimir Popov. I'm a cleric of sorts. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure. I'm Auntie Elderflower. It's very nice to meet you. Cleric of who exactly?
Ian, God of Knowledge. So's my friend over here, and I point to John.
A very respectable deity. I always respect knowledge, I do. And she comes in, she sits in her like chair behind her desk. So, how can I help you?
Well, as we were wondering if we could get some of those cookies that you were talking about.
Oh, right. Sorry. She gets up and she like bustles out of through this like curtain over here, and a couple of seconds returns with a plate of cookies. Like, sorry. She puts them down on the table.
Oh.
Finch is really excited for these cookies. Puts them on the table. You can also see there's like a pot of tea like brewed there, and goes, "So, yes. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you, Vladimir and John, was it? And Rothbert, you're still looking like you have a deep burning anger inside that can only be sated through killing creatures. Very good.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to boil me down to that, but sure."
And is Uncle Joe with you today?
Alas, not.
No, but he does send his regards.
I'm sorry, what was
He's
that?
very busy guarding his tavern.
Oh, he's a business owner
business
now.
owner now.
Interesting.
Turned into a strangely respectable member of society. It's weird for all of us.
No,
We-
she looks
we talk about the same
disappointed by
Joe?
that.
Don't you guys following around here?
Well, we came to you today. We just have some questions on somewhere we went to recently. We were wondering if you could clear something up for us.
Well, questions and the like are my business after all, so yes, you can ask away.
Finch, Rothbard, it would probably be best if you explain the situation. We were not there when you were venturing into the depths.
It's about a sunken city and a lot of ratmen, humanoid rats. Think the world's taken over by dragons. I mean, it was very weird.
Eloquently put there, my friend.
I have a -2. Okay.
I believe what Rothbard is trying to say is that when our colleagues here ventured into this sunken city, they found a tablet which implied the involvement of a person associated with elderflowers in the downfall of this sunken city. Now, we thought, since this dragon hired us to understand what happened to this city, that a person, probably powerful magic user associated with elderflowers, our friends over here, immediately thought of you. And so we were wondering if you could shine some light, as it were, on this on the tale of this city.
Well, your friends do me a little too much honor in thinking of me in such a fashion, but I do actually know of the city you speak of and what happened there. It was a long time ago. Haven't thought about it in quite a while. But yes, I know the whole story, and yes, I could help you.
Hey, sounds good. Would you like in return?
Yes, well that is the thing. Information is my currency, tried and true and all that. So I do have a small favor I would have to ask of you. And it actually pertains to some old friends of yours. The Green Hag and Sea Hag, who have been causing the Slayers take trouble recently.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I have no recollection of this.
We had our own encounter with them a while back.
Yes. That was very, very trippy.
Yes. Well, they are hoping to strike up an alliance, create a new coven with a powerful hag in the deep woods of Vasselheim. Now, I'd rather this didn't happen as well, as it would make them more powerful, and also this woman is something of a rival of mine, and I would like to see that she doesn't grow in power at the moment any more than she already has. Now, she's doing rather well for herself recently, which is still good for her. I don't want to begrudge my neighbors at all, but there's an envoy is going from an important figure to her. In fact, it's going there, and she looks at her wrist and going, yes, to tomorrow morning. He'll be arriving with the dawn. I need you simply to go to the outskirts of her lands on the western side, and as long as you're there and make your intentions clear to waylay this rider or parley with him, he will appear. I need you to make sure he does not pass into her realm, and make it appear as if like her own poor ability to keep secrets has led to this. The hag in question within the deep woods. And if you do this, if he's forced to retreat, she will not receive this boon, and it'll put on bad face for her.
So we intercept this courier, stop him from getting to the location he intends to go to, and meanwhile
Sorry, go on.
We imply that perhaps we obtained the information about where he would be by stealing it from this bag.
Simply say it along the lines of, he's here just as we heard, something like that, to make it appear as if like maybe this hag has been bragging where she shouldn't be.
This hag you speak of, do you know her? Not her name, but what she goes by.
Well, yes, rather a vulgar title. She goes by Auntie Flesh.
Ooh.
When you said vulgar, I thought it would be something worse.
You've got a dirty mind there, Vlad.
Oh, I do appreciate one of those. But at any rate, that's what I require of you. Make sure you're on the western side. And...
So, when you say you don't want the courier to get there, you want just discouraged or discouraged?
It will take some work. I don't need him killed. I simply need him to not be able to pass. Driven off is acceptable.
Is he on his own? He's traveling with a group.
He will be traveling alone.
You implied that the only way to make this courier appear is to announce our intention to parley with him. What kind of entity is this courier exactly?
Something of a knight for an important individual. Oh, sorry, you need to be on the eastern side, not the western side.
That could have gone bad.
I always get those two confused. So.
Would you say that perhaps this knight is Fey in origin?
She smiles at you. And, I'm actually double checking, sorry.
This information would make it much easier for me to fight this individual, should it come to that.
The individual in question is indeed Fey in origin, yes.
Thank you very much. Any particular way we have to announce our intention to talk to this knight, or the?
No. As long as you are there with the intent of being in his way, that should be enough. It's all about intent. You were asking a question there, John?
And whatever they are bringing, we don't need to get whatever they're bringing to you. We just need
to stop they merely bring. They're not bringing anything per se except for a blessing. So there's nothing needs to be stolen. I merely need to make sure that it doesn't get to Auntie Flesh.
To make her seem like a bad investment.
Now, just out of interest, you said this courier is a knight to an important individual. What do you reckon the chances are that said individual would be angry with us for undertaking this mission?
She gives you a small smile and goes, "The individual in question is too used to this form of business to hold much grudge, I assure you."
Very much. I have very little intention of, as you say, pissing off an archfey or anything of similar power.
You don't want to deal with the courts. I have had enough bad blood in my time.
Any other?
I'm sure you know all about bad blood, Finch.
Bad blood and Feywild. Haven't been to my home in a long time. Two seem to go together.
Any other questions?
No, so just go there, block him, and turn him away.
Exactly. Simple.
Just one last thing.
When we speak to him, should we not mention you in the slightest manner?
God, no. No.
I thought this much was obvious.
Do I have to stick? No. Do not. No.
We'll keep an eye on him.
Maybe one of the others of you do talk. Vlad, you seem like you understand these things. You can do the talking, I'm sure. Or Finch, my good Finchy boy.
I say in Sylvan, I say, yes, I know how to deal with Fae to some extent. It's always a bother.
All right.
I know that John understands this. I'm just...
Yeah.
One last thing before we leave as well. I just need to know, what do you put in these cookies? I don't know what it is. Is it cinnamon? It's just amazing.
leans forwards and goes, "It's a little bit of elderflower. And some cinnamon."
Ooh.
And then looks over at Vlad and in Undercommon says...
I don't speak Undercommon.
Oh, that's John Rook.
Sylvan Draconic.
I just saw languages pop.
Draconic Infernal Common.
Oh, then definitely an Infernal says... Then you know to show caution. To everyone else here. But like from a nice old lady.
That's a weird ingredient. Never heard that one. Could you write down?
And she like
Vlad just nods.
and she pulls herself up and goes, "All right, well, cheerio. Good luck. Don't get killed."
Alright, thanks
And,
for the tea.
All right, you all
Wait, what?
you all drink your tea, and you head out, and like you know, like as has happened before with her.
Nothing in this hut. She seems likable enough, but I know better than to eat something a Fae offers me.
While Finn just shoves it into his face. Nom 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 nom.
I mean, Vlad's like, he's already a werewolf. Like,
Yeah, he's already fake, so he's kind of used to it.
Yeah, lived in the Feywild my whole life, but I kind of not as cautious these days.
All right, so you guys all head off. You find that unerringly you seem to know exactly where you need to go, and the pathway there is surprisingly clear, almost like where normally the roots would tug at your feet. Now they seem to allow you easy passage, at least out of this kind of old part of the wood that is hers. And then you travel for a time through the hinterlands of Vasselheim and continue marching for a time. It's a fair whack away, and you end up having to march throughout the day and into the night a little bit. And as you march and make your way there, you find that once again you enter kind of an older part of the wood. Only whereas hers feels like old and somewhat like moist and decaying, this one just feels ill. Like this part of the wood feels sickly. Like the bark is like peeling off in places. I think at one stage Rothbert steps on like a log and it just like melts under his foot and centipedes and other creepy crawlies pour up his leg. Everyone's skin just feels mildly itchy the whole time they're here. And you have to travel through some of this woods. And I think there's a couple of high passive perceptions here. You definitely notice like there are like fetishes in the trees, like little Wicker Man-esque fetishes hanging from some branches. And they literally have like old, decayed, like little bits of flesh hanging from them.
Ooh, lovely.
loves what she's done with the place.
Yeah, looks like we're getting near this other auntie's territory.
And yeah, you travel for a time, and you reach where you believe is the sort of western front, or eastern front, sorry. As you'll be coming with the sun rising, so they'll be coming from that direction. And yeah, you reach this sort of just a little bit of land on the outskirts of the woods. Does anybody like light a fire or anything? As you're going to be sort of, you got some hours to like rest before like sun comes up.
I would like to have a quick look around our surroundings just to make sure, like, what exactly the lay of the land is. Kind of just like have a quick look around, look at these trees, look at those trees.
Yeah, roll an investigation for me.
Wouldn't it be perception? I'm not really touching anything and like directly.
Sure, perception works fine.
Much better at that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the trees are all sickly over here. But you do feel like you're on the edge of it, like it's not as bad as it was at other times during your sort of travel through it. And the trees kind of lessen in density going off in this direction. So it's almost like that's the deep wood that way. This is like the lessons over here. You also, with a 21, you find like on the ground one of these old like Wicker Man fetishes. It looks like it's just a little person made out of twigs. But when you kind of look closely, the string that holds it together, you're pretty sure it's like made from like cured tendon, like muscle fiber.
Yeah, I come back to the others and I say, looking at this idea, I wouldn't be surprised if the take is hired one day to deal with this Auntie Flesh. It's not a very, how do you say, elegant name? Little on the nose, is it not? Like calling himself Uncle Evil.
That's her husband. Auntie Flesh and Uncle Evils. And you don't understand why their doctor's clinic didn't work out well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a very nice lady.
So does anybody light a fire? Because you gotta like you arrive around midnight. You've got like 6 hours before sun comes up.
How like cold is it?
It's winter, so it's fairly bitter.
Is it winter?
I actually have no idea what those fucking
I think
things
it's
on that.
spring by the calendar, or like even summer.
When?
I think it's summer by the calendar.
I mean, they're just random words in an order, so I have no idea.
Yep.
You know what?
But there's,
It is the
time
hinterlands.
scale said, like the first day of summer. I think we are in summer actually.
Oh well, it's maybe a nice warm night then. But it's dark and kind of wet around you. You don't have to light one if you don't want to. It's just you are camping, so it's a nice thing to have a fire.
I say it's probably safer not to have it at the moment.
But it does keep animals away.
Do you know what?
Looked at Finch.
Joel, do you know what else keeps animals away? Not rats. Definitely not rats.
Rat of your bag.
I thought Finch was about to go spray his scent on a tree or something. That's when you said that. I thought that's what Finch was going to go and do. It's just like, that works.
If you mentioned this, he probably will.
You should not be gambler,
Oh, no.
Finch. Maybe have another one. See if you can find something bigger.
No. Alright, let's go for the triple rat trap.
Scubbies.
Oh my god, it is!
Oh, Jesus.
Everyone, you get a rat. So everyone gets to cuddle up with a cute little baby rat. Like just.
I mean, Vladimir is literally just laughing his ass off.
Oh, you've almost got enough for a swarm, Finch. Almost.
This is very telling considering what we're here to investigate.
That's true.
My back's being infested by ratmen.
You did march all for the day, so like you're exhausted. You people do need to take some rest. So
Yes, we should have long rest. We should have watches. We'll have. How many of us are wearing heavy armor?
I am.
I am.
Yeah.
No, all of us.
Actually, technically mine's not heavy.
I'm wearing medium armor.
Yeah,
I can
take
take
it
middle
mention it.
rest, and then yes, we can have four watches, and try to take sleep here.
Do you mind if I take the first watch?
I do not.
Sorry, was that Matt measuring something to John?
we should perhaps light the fire. It is, even with these nice little goggles, it is much easier to see in bright light than just.
I mean,
It's
Alright,
easier to
I'll get
see
to
us
work.
as well.
Well, it's fair, but I think everything that is in this forest can smell us before it sees us anyway.
We're just gonna go start gathering sticks.
a Bospet will accompany because dark woods.
Yeah.
Vlad, would you want me to cast Guardian of Faith on like the place we're sleeping?
I don't know if it is necessary.
Giant 10-foot John just standing guard over us.
hi everyone, it's me, John.
It isn't. It probably isn't necessary, and more importantly, in a wood like this, with the things that are about powerful magic like that, hold up for a long time might draw some attention. After all, we don't necessarily want this Auntie Flesh to know about us before we have done our job.
Let's sunk her down. We'll make a quick fire. Just keep it low.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
So you guys hunker down.
Everyone
John
gets
takes
a rat
the.
for watch.
Everyone gets a rat, a little rat friend.
Everyone gets a rat.
All right.
It could have been like an owl or something,
So yeah, I just need to know the order of watch.
Uh,
I want to take the first watch.
All right, John has the first watch.
Vlad, Rothbard, Finch, for example.
John, Vlad, Rothbert, Finch. Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
So
Sweet.
yeah, can I get a perception check just in order? So John, then Vlad, then Rothbert, then Finch.
Can I use Gertrude as well for perception, or?
Yeah, that's fine. She's on your shoulder, keeping an eye out.
Do the Scurviuses get to have a look?
Why
No.
not?
Do they have dark vision?
They do actually.
I don't know. Can you guidance yourself?
They have
if you take a
advantage on
watch? Because it only lasts
smell.
for a minute, right?
Yeah.
But it's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but-
I
you have
think
to
it's okay with a
concentrate
crit.
on
You're also
casting
not
it.
sitting there every minute, like loudly praying to your god, because your party members would tell you to shut up.
Have you met John?
Oh yeah, in that case,
Have
yeah.
you met
Oh,
John?
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's lower than my passive perception. That's double two, man.
It's pretty bad.
That's alright.
Vlad kind of nods off.
All right.
If it's hearing, I got 23.
So John, you were sort of staring through the darkness, kind of on your watch, and yeah, nothing kind of stands out to you. It's a nice warm night apparently. It's awkward. You honestly feel like you're on like the edge of like a deep river or something, and like looking into that wood, like you're just on the edge of something deep and dark. Vladimir,
I feel
your
like
one
there's
goes.
sort of a like push from like the back, yeah, like I'm being pushed.
Oh yeah, almost more like that. Like you're on the edge of a ledge and you have that sickly want to jump, but you also know it would be a bad idea. Vlad, nothing happens on yours. You just kind of rest with your little rat buddy.
I think the reason Vlad is has such a low perception, I think he's being a bit distracted. I would like to have a quick think, like from what Vlad knows about Fae, because Vlad is despite sometimes appearances, he's a very well read and very like
He is a learned individual.
research heavy person. Yeah, like a knight to a powerful Fae. Is there like something? Does that ring any bells in terms of what?
Yeah, you
kind
could
of
roll
creature
a
this
history
might
check
be?
if you want.
Actually, yeah, Finch wanted to have a talk to people before he went to sleep about what our plan was.
Arcana?
Arcana?
Plan?
No, I think this is history.
I have history in case you want me to do it, but I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, I
Vlad's
don't-
wrecking his brain.
Yeah, this is more like Vlad thinking about things than like actively. I'll ask Eon for guidance, considering this is a thing about knowledge. I'm not super good at history. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah,
18. Okay. There's a couple of things that step out to you about the Fae that it could be. You've heard that the Fae Queens, Titiana and Mab, they have knights who do their earthly duties for them. Come down and, there's the Night of Winter and the Night of Summer, who are mortals infused with some of their Fae magic in order to enact their will. You severely hope it's not them. There's also the chance
Bad.
you've heard of the free horsemen of Baba Yaga, and they also could be an option for that. They're a little less well known, but they're involved in legends. You remember reading a story about like a very beautiful maiden who was sent by her wicked stepmom to fetch coal from Baba Yaga's hut, and Baba Yaga is like a very, very ancient and very, very terrible hag. Some say the mother of all hags, and she was sent to get this go to Baba Yaga's hut, basically to make sure she died because her stepmom hated her. And on the way there, as the sun was rising, she passed a horseman dressed all in white, and then as it became noon, she passed a horseman dressed in nothing but flaming reds. And during the night, she passed, almost unseen, a horseman dressed all in black. And they were the free horsemen of Baba Yaga. So that stands out to you. So yeah, those are the two main stories that do it. It could also just be some phase messenger.
But I know what to look out for, and in which case to run the fuck away.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are badasses, but yes, you reckon like if this was one of these creatures, a degree of caution would be entailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, before we went to sleep, I was gonna have like a talk with people just about our strategy for the morning.
Yeah, we can do that now.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, when this thing comes along tomorrow, how do we want to handle it? Do we just walk up and say, "Hey, she's pretty uncool. You shouldn't do that."
We should definitely, as Auntie Elderflower said, imply that we knew he was coming and found this information somewhere.
Okay. I mean,
Maybe say something like, "Oh, he is here just like our sources told us he would be."
Yeah. Where the hell do we go from there, though?
We should.
Do we want to try?
We should determine what type of creature it is. If it is too dangerous to fight, some sort of trickery might be in order. And I honestly, I don't know if there are many other options to make him turn around or make them turn around than fighting. I cannot really think of any.
Are we having this talk before we go to sleep or after?
Yeah, I think it's
Before.
before we go to sleep.
It's like when we're kind of camping down.
Well, that's just the thing. I was going to cast divination before I went to bed to ask if we can resolve this peacefully.
Okay, yeah.
That's the divination question I made up.
Yeah, well,
well,
you go do your spell thing, and then we'll see what it tells us, and we'll see if it gives us any additional information.
Unlikely. Like I don't know exactly how like Ian sends you these messages, but you get, maybe it's more of a feeling. You get a feeling that this is a creature that once its mind is set on a task has to achieve it. Unless
you
like
get a very audible.
Yeah, I thought that they often are bound by their word, and whatever the word is, they have to accomplish it. Though they can't twist the word, so it's not likely if they're bound really bad.
There's a chance I can make it run away.
There's a chance it can vanish back to the Feywild.
We do need to convince it not to go, though. If it just runs
don't
away,
know
it'll just
if
go
banishing
around.
it would do much. Most fake creatures, it is much easier to come from the Feywild into our plane than from, say, the Seven Hells of the Abyss.
Oh yeah, but still I can banish possibly it back to it, and it's gonna take like, I don't know, like an hour? Some time for it to get...
You
But
don't know.
we have to
You
try
have
and
no way of
convince
knowing.
it to go away,
Yeah.
not just...
delay it. It's dissuading it.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the Night's Watches, I think.
Night's
Rothbert,
Watch.
the Night's Watch. Rothbert, your one passes without incident.
Vladimir wakes Rothbard up, just looks at me like, "Winter's coming."
Finch, 23 you said for smell or sound.
Yep.
Okay, I just have to make a quick roll.
Smells like shit here, dude.
It smells like
Really bad.
shit.
I have put my armor on, just as a note.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's so close.
Yeah, I suppose you can't really sleep in half plate, can you?
Nope.
It's awkward.
So, Finch, you hear with your incredible hearing, like, the slightest, like, rustle. Not like a snap of a twig or anything so obvious, almost just like a foot brushing leaf. As something kind of is clearly, like, approaching, getting closer. And is something has moved stealthily through the darkness in your direction.
As if does it sound like it's like coming towards us? Or is it like out in the distance?
Something like that. Something's coming towards you through the trees.
Alright.
Kind of on the tree line right now. They're trying to slip in closer than that, though.
Can I use Druidcraft to like make little flowers poke at everyone to get them up.
All right, so everyone starts waking up. Finch, do you stand up or?
No, I'm gonna stay exactly where I am, and I'm just gonna hold on to my halberd down at my side.
All right. So yeah, everyone kind of gets these little flowers sort of poking in the face, and Finch, you can hear there's something is slipping closer to you through the darkness. You can't see them because it was only your hearing that allowed you to catch them. You hear and now smell something is close by, approaching.
I'm just gonna under my voice. I'm just gonna say, something's clear. Something's nearby, guys. Get ready.
I'm gonna toss on my cloak of protection and start donning my armor. It'll take 5 minutes, but let's see.
All right,
how it goes.
you throw on your cloak of protection. When that happens, a voice comes through. Oh, you do have very sharp ears, don't you, Finch?
Shit. Scramble up.
I take dodge action.
All right, everyone starts scrambling up. I think we'll need you to roll initiative now because you're about to be about to be jumped.
No putting on armor then.
Yeah, I assume I would sleep in my cloak because it's a giant bear pelt.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
great.
makes
That's
sense.
a good roll, Vladimir.
I'll probably sleep in my cloak as well because it's kind of wolf fur. So
Yeah, I think it makes sense you would have your cloaks either sleeping in them or close enough at hand that you could just throw them on. Because of Finch's
black.
waking you all up, there's no surprise round for them, which is always nice.
Oh, thank God.
Woohoo!
Are we still standing or are we still prone?
You'll be standing on your turn, I think. You've got enough warning to pull yourselves to your feet and grab your weapons. Is that everyone rolled?
Look at my AC with that. Yeah.
I mean, you're a barbarian, Roughbert, so your AC is still probably pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I just got to take off the half plate though, because it's 17, maybe. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, 17 with shield.
I probably should have shifted when I had the opportunity.
Actually, I pick up my shield, so I'm okay. I'm not good, but I'm all right.
All right. So from the woods comes scampering out these. You maybe think they're goblins at first. These small hooded figures with pointed nose. You can barely see them actually because it's all in darkness. But these figures come scampering out of the darkness, running kind of low, dark cloaks pulled up around them. And I'm just bringing them all to the token lair. Yep. And that guy can go back.
Do we recognize these creatures as anything we know?
They're nothing any of you... Well, Finch, you're from the Feywild, yeah? As you were saying earlier. Alright, you recognize them as Darklings, which are a kind of dark Fey, trickstery sorts, who live in the darkness of the Feywilds. So these little things come scampering out, scamper, 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 scamper. Scamper, 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 scamper.
Was that Gertrude saying her AC is shit or John?
That's me. Without my full plate, I'm really bad.
I know, but the actual thing you spoke to Gertrude.
Well, that's true. Either way, she has 11 AC.
I know, but I was kidding Gertrude.
You can teach your bird to say one thing, and that's it.
Two of them are going to throw their daggers at... advantage on attack rolls. He doesn't have advantage. Cool. They're going to throw their daggers at... these two are at Finch. 1, 2.
17 does actually hit because I'm not shifted.
Okay, so one of them managed to nick you with a dagger. One is going to
full
throw
damage
its
from that.
dagger at John.
Yeah?
One comes out and stabs at your horse.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna shave the four-legged one.
Fuck you, centaur! Oh, it's just a normal horse. And one's going to throw at Vladdy, and one is going to throw at Roughbert.
The 15 is for Vladdy.
Yeah, 15 is for Vladdy.
Makes it breaks it, man. Makes it breaks it.
Yeah. So yeah, just these little things come scampering out and start throwing knives at you. John Rook, it's your go.
ow!
There's a little dagger sticking in you.
Which one of us? Which one of them threw at me, and which one threw at my horse?
This one threw at you. This one stabbed your horse. Like just went up and stabbed it.
Well, I would like to sacred flame the one that threw the dagger at me.
All right. So he makes a dex save. So we get some battle music on. Yeah. Right. He fails and takes 9 radiant damage.
Alright, and then as a bonus action, I will sanctuary myself then.
Alright. Goes, ah! It burns! It burns! Only in Sylvan, so it sounds fancier.
Burns.
Rothbird, it's your go.
Shit. Is it? I guess it's really dark, and they're all kind of coming out of the darkness, and shit's just going down. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Robert fumbles around on his belt and just goes, "Oh, I hope this isn't going to be a really bad idea," and cast daylight from the drift globe.
Oh,
to light
shit!
the area up.
Nice.
So 60 foot of bright and 60 foot of dim. From me.
And that dispels magical darkness, doesn't it?
It does.
If it's cast at the same level.
It's level 3 or lower. It doesn't.
Alright.
Because it's just an item one.
Okay, I need a little ball of light.
You can just do it from my token because I'll just be wearing it. So.
Oh, you're just wearing it, you're not just having it float around you?
It's easy, because if someone grabs it,
You don't realise it yet, my friend, but you've fucked me royally. Well done. It's 120 feet?
60 foot of bright and 60 foot of dim. If the area overlaps with any area of darkness created by spell, the 3rd level or lower, the spell created the darkness is dispelled.
So can everyone see that light?
Yep.
Light just bursts out in every direction. John Rook, by the way, on your turn, your horse is probably going to try and kick that darkling. So
What?
I just realised.
The horse. I didn't roll initiative for the horse actually.
I mean, it's just going to go when it wants because it's under your control.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll just have it go on your
Yeah.
turn to keep things simple.
It's still locked.
I guess because that's my action to activate that.
Yep.
So I'm just going to run over and engage this one.
All right, you run over.
Everything's been lit up.
You can see it like covers its eyes and like screams like ah. Do I have a warhorse token anywhere?
There it is. It's there.
Well, yeah, but I need one to roll off.
I have a. It's in my minority. I can do a hooves attack if you want.
Yeah, just do a hooves attack for me. See it punches this guy in the face.
Oh wow!
Yeah, boof, breaks that darkling's jaw got shattered by a hoof. Crunch.
Well, now did she run? Oh wow. Okay, he's dead.
Punched it in the face, and then ran the fuck away. Like "Arr!" Okay, Rothbert, you ran up and engaged this darkling after surrounding the area with bright light. All the darklings kind of cover their eyes. Like, ah! Finch, it's your go.
Alright, Vince is going to take this time to do his shift. As for my action and for my bonus, I'm going to turn into a bear.
Roar.
Form of a bear.
Where are ya?
So you're a werewolf bear now?
I'm a bear wolf.
He's a bear wolf, obviously.
Beowulf?
I just gotta leave my token there. I don't know where to put it.
His eyes go slightly cross-eyed. He's like, Finch? What?
I would like to be a direwolf all the time, but
Like
the way my Crimson Right works, bear is infinitely better.
Yeah. It's like the right-hand side of you starts turning into a wolf, the left-hand side starts turning into a bear, and you just
Yeah,
have this weird amalgamation. Like, what the fuck?
Can you? You can't bonus action because you cringe right. You can reset the rats on them.
Bonus action was the turn, and I move up to
that's
these
fair.
guys, and that's my go.
Alright, you move up to these two, engaging both of them. Alright. These two taller darklings kind of stagger out of the darkness. And come forwards. When they go, they hold their hands up against that spell. And they point at Rothbert and go, it's like, get that grip, get that. Well, they say something in Sylvan, which I know some of you speak.
Okay.
In Sylvan, they speak, get that drift globe. It's fucking up their plans. Yeah, they just come out and shout, get that drift globe, and then take the dodge action.
Okay.
Vladimir, it's your go.
Well, that beats what we have to do. Protect that drift globe. And I will firebolt this one.
Okay.
They don't seem to be the biggest threat, so... a full 6 fire damage.
Alright, yeah. He takes a full 6 fire damage, like staggers, like...
You know what? I got a good few spell slots as a bonus action. Sword!
Sword!
I'll actually summon it next to the one next to by the one next to Rothbard. I'm a bit afraid he'll try to grab the drift though, so another 6 down.
Yeah, I don't know how that works if it's just on me. I guess it's just those.
Well, it kind of floats in the air next to you, doesn't it?
Only if you let it go. You can speak another word to have it float, but I've just spoken the word to make it shed light.
So you're just holding it in one hand?
Got it. Yeah, be on like there on a pouch or something, either or.
Well, it's a globe of light. You have to have it in a way that it can shine in the area around you. So you'd be holding it in a hand.
Yeah, okay, I'll hold it in my hand at the moment. Then,
yeah.
Sure.
Because I don't know if you could. If it was in a pouch, the light wouldn't be shining out from it.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about having like something made so you could put it in on a belt on him, but it never came into use before, like apart from one other contract. So it was never worth. But yeah, that's fine. I'll say it's in my hand.
Build you a hat that you can like secure it in.
That might be one of the only real options I can think of that would do it effectively. Alright, you sword that one, and it hits him, and he, like, yelps in pain. Another creature, kind of appearing from the darkness, is a familiar to some of you green hag, who comes out and goes, "Where's that handsome Lucian boy? He was such a charmer. Oh well, I'll kill you
Don't
instead."
you see, it's me! I still have Larkin with me.
Oh please. You've got none of Lucian's charms or looks, and she casts vicious mockery on you.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
You have to make a wisdom save on Sanctuary.
Oh, that's true. Wisdom save. She's pretty. She's mediocrely wise.
Yeah,
She doesn't
make it.
She doesn't do it. She like hisses and takes a few steps back.
She can vicious mockery someone else. Like,
Yeah.
You could.
Oh, that's
Finish
true.
or Scurvy.
So instead, she's going to vicious mockery Finch and goes, "And your bear has shitty fur." So yeah, can you make a wisdom save for me, Finch?
Alright.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But you know,
Yeah.
you know your fur is wonderful and lovely. And yeah, then she takes.
Yeah, I
Then
know
she's
it's full
gonna.
of shit.
She takes a few steps backwards. The Darklings, who have how much movement? 30 feet. That'll do. So one of them is going to try and grab the sphere from Rothbert's hands. So an opposed athletics check, I think this will be. Let's see how their -1 does against a barbarian.
Cool.
I'm not raging yet. So I have a +7.
Yeah, you're not raging.
Yeah.
You still have a +7.
See if you crit fail.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even work. Yeah, it's not an attack roll.
Yeah, it's just a.
All right, yeah.
Fuck off. It's mine.
Fuck off, you
Get your
dick.
own.
The two that are fighting Finch are going to break away from the fight. But they're not going to take a disengage action, so yeah, you get a claw on one.
Alright, this is minus the right damage if it hits. Because I don't have it activated yet.
Nope.
Alright,
Ugh.
so you miss.
No,
They're
it's not
both
it.
going to try and grab that fucking sphere. 1, 2. Oh my god, they're not very good at this. Another one runs up. Give us the sphere! Give us the sphere!
Oh my god!
You're just holding it up. You're slightly taller than them, so you're just holding it up. Oh, Jesus. And, this one's going to just, like, throw a dagger at, John. Or at least wants to.
Shit.
So, wisdom save for him. He
God.
passes?
That makes it. Yeah.
Okay, this has disadvantage. 12. Yeah, the sunlight is in his eyes, he can't focus. So his shot goes wide.
It's not. It doesn't count as sunlight though. It's only bright light. So.
I think it's because of the range. Is it?
It's just
Oh,
bright
it's in
light.
bright. Oh shit!
Oh,
fuck! Oh god, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you've ruined their game.
Fuck.
It's probably why they're rolling so badly and trying to grab it. They're like,
Give it. John, it's your go.
With that as well, or is it just attack rolls?
It's
Just
it's different from
attack rolls
rolls.
and perception
Two
checks.
fair at a time. Oh fuck!
So I forgot to roll for Gertrude's initiative, but whatever, she's just gonna sit this one out.
Cool. You can go on your turn if you want.
In that case, she's just gonna give advantage against this one. Yep. And would my horse be smart enough to try and to trample this one, or my horse is just fleeing like?
Your horse would be
actually
smart
played it.
enough to run away to about here and then stay there and watch. It's a horse.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm so keen on just doing one painful thing, but I know I should be a healer. So beacon of hope. Like everyone that's in.
John does his John thing.
John does his John thing, exactly.
Don't banish the hag. I feel like we should kill it.
You know, that's what I thought. I could banish it, but you know that's not good.
Yeah, we should get rid of it once and for all, not like.
I don't think we can.
This is different
Anyways,
hackers. No, this is one that knows us.
The Curviuses of Vladimir and Gertrude gets
the brats.
advantage on this.
Rothbert, it's your go.
Okay, so seeing how determined they're all on to get my drift, though.
Gimme!
Get off. I don't know what to really do.
Start
crap.
killing things with an axe.
Just run away. You're faster than them.
I am actually faster than them. That'd be fucking hilarious. No, I guess I'd have to drop my shield probably and draw the
They
axe.
just come back and fight us.
in the darkness. Yeah, I guess I'll drop the shield then if that's alright. If I can do that as a free action,
Yeah,
draw the
you
axe.
let the
that
shield
right?
fall, pull out an axe.
Yeah, I guess. Oh crap! There's a lot more stuff here than I was expecting. So I think I'll bonus action to rage as well, just to make sure they're not getting it off me.
Okay, there's no way they're getting that drift globe now.
Let's just start swinging with the battle axe. So whichever one, I don't really care which one I go for. So
Alright. I mean, there's two
18 for 16.
Would you have been going for a wounded one, you think, or?
Yeah, you can say so. I'd have just been swinging, like they're all just around me. It's like, get off!
Alright, I'll say you finished off the one you were fighting before then. So you swing down, just crack his face open.
And second attack. Better than it was the other day.
Yeah, that one hits as well. Wounded or unwounded?
Sure, we'll go for wounded.
Bleh!
That's all I got.
Alright. Finchy boy, it's your bear turn.
Yeah, Bear's gonna activate Frostbite. And so I got big frosty bear claws and bear fangs. I gotta run over here. Whoa, what the? 2 secs. Finch is making it all weird with his combining of things. And
Weird
I'm
dude.
going to attack the little weaker one. 'Cause that's how the world works.
Alright.
So, Frosty Bear Bite. 15 for 12. And Frosty Bear Claw. Ooh.
Torn to shreds.
Only.
Oh wait, no, 10 doesn't hit actually. So,
Nope.
how much? 12? Barely alive. Like you hack across his chest, he screams in agony.
Tish.
That's my go.
Alright. The Darkling Elder Like, bares his teeth angrily at you. Oh, I forgot about something. I'll do that. And he's got to attack with disadvantage because he doesn't have light sensitivity. Right, so he just fights like normal. So 16.
Are you
rolling?
Yes. Oh, I did
You
to
roll
GM.
yourself.
Yeah, I'll just re-roll. 12 and a 24 as he strikes you twice with his short sword. On you, Finch.
On the bear, is it? Oh yeah, they both hit. Bear's AC is shit. It's 11.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So,
This one's going to stab
13.
Gertrude out the air.
That hits.
And then it's going to move over here and stab at the bear. $12 for 4.
Oh, that's both hit. So that's 11.
And they continue to shout, "Get that drift globe!" Fucking daylight.
Bear.
Vladimir is gonna sword attack one of the ones next to Rothbard, just the one that is in range of the sword right now. And I'm actually gonna move the sword, so it can maybe get rid of the other ones next turn.
Okay.
And Vladimir's action will be to walk over here and guiding bolt the hag at 2nd level. Yeah. I don't use those for much.
All right.
17 for 16
17 hits. She lets like a as the guiding bolt slams into her, and she staggers a little bit.
Not the best damage roll.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, just hit
Yeah.
me on. So she's guiding bolted.
Cool. She looks at the bear and goes, "No, seriously though, you're fair as shit." So you go to vicious mockery. You DC, just a DC 11, so you probably can't even fail it. Oh, close.
He makes it.
Just confident enough.
She's
Oh,
then
yeah,
going to
no,
turn and like
Oh yeah.
she turns and she begins to like disappear into the foliage. She like turns, begins to like go back into the deep woods.
She.
You can still kind of make her out, but she's disappearing into the woods right now. Darklings are going to try and grab a drift globe.
No, that's 18.
Oh.
So should I roll 2, I guess.
Yeah, roll 2. Let's see if you beat a 4.
So first one. Yep.
Yep, you definitely beat that 4.
Second one.
Maybe
No, he
Holy
gets
shit!
it. He gets it.
Grabs your drift globe, looks in shock, because, oh my god, unfortunately it was the one that's on 1 hit point, and wraps his cloak around it.
Okay.
Like, ah! And then, like, pulls his cloak around, like, I got it! And the light flicks off, and then he has to stand there, like, oh, I can't do anything else. If I run away, I'll die. Because he can't disengage, he uses action to do that. So, yeah, he's gonna. Oh god, I mean,
You pass to the other guy. No, you take it. No, you take it. No, you take it.
Suddenly turned land ball.
John Rook, it's your go. Oh wait, there was one more.
Yes.
Sorry, there's one more. He's going to try and stab the bear. Fuck you, bear!
Hey, he doesn't hit.
It's hot, I stab at thee.
From darkness is
God.
hot, I stab at you.
Something missed the bear.
I know, right? Then it's John Rook's go.
Right, I quickly asked the party. Should I go after the fleshy?
I don't think that was fleshy.
That's also
we see
never
that- we see
follow a
that
hag
before.
into the woods.
Okay, so no.
Oh, I think we play it safe. Oh, I can't talk. I'm a bear.
Yes. We should play it safe. If you follow into her lane, she might do things to you.
Did I notice which one of those thingamajigs took the orb?
It was the other ones, not the ones next to me.
There's
Yeah.
one that's
Yeah, I know.
slightly glowing.
I'll let Roper deal with it. I Q wounds Finch at second.
Oh.
So you get 24 hit points.
Holy okay. That's an amount of hit points. Thank you. I usually just use the bear forms as like sacks of HP.
Alright. Rough
That's my turn.
Right, okay, the one that took my drift globe.
He looks up at you with terrified eyes.
Seeing as he took it out of my hand, I'm going to swap to using the battle axe two-handed. Just try and twat him in the face.
Alright.
20 for 17
Yeah,
damage.
1 hit point. As it does this, Matthew remembers an important Darkling ability. Could you make a con save for me? As when
I
it
wasn't about
dies...
to say, but I
Okay.
wasn't going to remind you, but...
Yeah.
Constitution
Oh.
saving. I mean, not like I've got a +7 to con or anything.
Yeah.
Well, here's Matt, I think the other Darkling also has to make a con save.
Oh, probably, yeah. Darkling dies, number 5 radius, body, blah 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 blah. Any creature.
Any creature.
Con save. He's fine. He's even better than you.
So, does the drift globe roll out? Can I grab it? then,
Darkling
or
dies,
is it
100 plus.
still-
Any creature in his body and possesses other than magical objects are burned to ash. Yeah, because his cloak would burn to ash. So the drift globe just like
shit.
ding 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 ding, and there's a drift globe on the ground now. And Art's like, ah, fuck.
Can I? I've got an attack and a bonus action. Can I use those to pick it up? Or?
Your attack has to continue being that, but if you
Okay.
you can use your movement to pick it up, basically. So
Okay.
yeah, I think it's fine to scoop it up.
Well, before I do, I'll swing two-handed at the other one.
Oh fuck me.
24 for 13.
He's dead. Could you make another con save for me?
Oh yeah, of course.
Boof. They absorb some light from your drift globe, and that's why they're exploding now. Yeah, no bother.
Cool. Yeah, I'll use my movement, so I'll just stay where I am.
Cool. So you reach down, you pick up the drift globe.
Yep.
Finch, it's your go.
Alright, bonus action, I'm going to command the rat army to assist me. Using
Yes.
speech of beast.
Assist you. I guess they can assist you this time. Yeah. I guess they just start crawling on them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just
I
gonna
don't know
start,
if you can get like
helping.
3 different advantages from like having just some little rats around.
I'll just take the one.
Yeah. Maybe
Say
say if
they're
they
not
all
smart enough.
swarm on one target, they can perhaps distract it
Yeah,
because
go
they're
for
rats.
that. I'm just going to attack the weak one first. So,
Alright.
bite. 20 for 9.
He dies. Could you make a con save for me? As you
I
bite into it, it
can.
explodes.
Ooh, what's the bear's one actually?
Pretty good.
I'm just going to roll my one and then just check what the bear has.
It's DC 10, so as long as it doesn't have -2, which I doubt. It'll
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. All right. You got another claw, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to take that on the big guy that I have advantage on. Whoop it up. 21 for 15.
All right. Yeah, you do 15 damage to him. He grunts in pain.
I grunt and bear.
Grr.
And yeah, I'm going to stay where I am.
On their turn, they are going to both stab the fuck out of a bear. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes on bear,
Everything hits!
and mostly for 7 damage.
So it's 21, 26.
But that is one 5 out of 7.
I know. I think
Yeah.
that's... Oh, it gets you down to 3
If
hit
that one
points.
was
And then
Yep.
they are going to turn and run away 30 feet. Begin a fighting
Alright,
spree.
taking a swipe at the guy who's I already hit. Oh, whoops. That was a bear roll, not my roll.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So as one of them goes, you kill him. And he explodes.
Yeah.
Could I get a...
Next to the other one, which has to make a con save.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, there goes my bear form.
Alright, so it's going to be 2d6
Yeah.
radiant.
Oh god, I'd have to fucking close bloody saving throws.
Make a
and
concept. You can save.
Yeah. No, I just keep having to open different ones for
Yeah, he passes
con
handily.
saves.
If you save, you take half the
Okay.
damage.
Cool. These two scurviuses die though.
Yeah. So if you pass, you only take half.
Cool.
And it was within
Let's roll
10 feet,
10.
so
Take
not John.
5. So 2 carries over to Finch. And bear.
Halved and halved again.
And you
Oh.
are now with
No,
the
it's
red.
not. Yep. So I take 2 radiant and make me save. Yep, it's me.
Alright,
Well,
well,
that's-
Vladdy, it's your go.
My reaction to what happened.
I'll move over here and firebolt the last one we can see.
Alright. You miss.
Too bad.
The flames like pass over his head as he ducks.
Sword disappears. Not much useful in left.
It like sticks itself in the ground and fades away.
Yeah.
Now that spectral
Actually,
sheath
it
appears.
spins really quickly, like a propeller, and just like goes up in the air.
Sword away!
I
Alright.
am needed elsewhere. Yeah, that's it for me.
There's a Rothburst there in his own little like darkling graveyard.
The green hag like continues to disappear into the foliage until you can't make her out anymore.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
off.
Can I see the slightest bit of a? She still has like advantage when an attack.
No, she's you could last turn, but this turn she's probably like she's 60 foot into the foliage. You can still like
Catch it, guys,
maybe
catch
see
it.
the trees moving a little bit, but yeah, she's off somewhere that way.
Could I make out the tiniest bit of?
No,
You wouldn't be able to see it. Like, if she's gone into trees.
it's also well beyond your dark vision now.
I mean, like she's green, they're green.
Alright, Darklings are all dead, so John Rook.
I'm so interested in trying this out, so I'm gonna, because hopefully it will. I'm casting Guiding Bolt at 4th level on the
Yeah.
hag, but I'm using the Clockwork Amulet
You
to have a
can't see her.
17.
That
You
wouldn't
can't
work.
see her.
Even using the
wouldn't
clock
work.
around, that wouldn't
She
work. It
has
doesn't
full
guarantee
cover.
it.
You can't target
You can't
her
see
with
her.
an
She
attack.
is. Yeah, she's gone. Like you can maybe see some trees moving, but you cannot see her.
No, she's been pegging it away at like 120 feet through undergrowth for quite a while now.
Yeah.
For like
Nope.
2 turns.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm just Sacred Flame this one.
Also, Rogar's giving off 120 feet of light, basically. So she's actually beyond
Rothbert.
his light, Rothbert's light. So she's in
God,
pitch
so-
black. All right, yeah, you Sacred Flame.
Fuck me.
He attempts to dex. He does not dex and takes 7 damage. Ah!
I Spiritual Weapon.
Dude, John, save the spells.
Yeah,
Remember
it's-
last
it's-
time you burnt all these spells?
Yeah, save spells, dude.
Too late.
Alright, fine.
Yeah, you said it. Don't let them.
I mean,
they
you
can't
said it now.
backtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's a
said it.
future
so
reference.
yeah, but
Future
dude, remember last time?
All right, you Sacred Weapon. Yeah, that digs into him and gasps in pain. Ah. Rothbert.
Cool. Start running.
All right, the
There?
dwarf legs running like pistons.
The
Yeah, he moves faster. Fast as an elf.
really, I'm only 35 so far.
What else?
Oh, really? Oh, didn't know. Axe or javelin? Axe or javelin?
Axe.
The
You're a
age-old
dwarf, right?
debate.
Yeah, true. I throw a hand axe at him. Nope, that'll miss. Could I bonus action to draw the other one and throw a second one with my other attack?
Well, you've got a drift globe in your other hand.
That's what I mean. So, like, I was. So
Oh, I
The
see.
old
Yes,
drop and
yes,
drop.
you can.
I would
two
have free
attacks.
free
Yeah.
action to draw through one, and then I get second attack through another axe.
Okay.
I'd have to draw another one, which I have to use like my bonus action or something. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and nope, 10 again. Both go wide.
Two axes land around him. Finch, sure go.
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm not enraged by the 2 damage. Okay, I can get to there, and bonus action, activate right. So that's down to 3, and I'm gonna take a stab at this fucker, my halberd. What? 28 for 12, and then 27 for 13.
Yeah, it's fine. Make a con save for me as he explodes.
Woohoo!
You run up behind him, drive your halberd through his spine. He pops like a balloon of light for 6 damage. Cool. So you just take 3 damage as
Yeah.
he pops. And yeah, with that,
Yep.
the ambush is defeated. And
And we're good. I don't
You're
attack John.
so yeah, the last of them bursts. You can see that there's just little piles of ash and like little blades on the ground where the Darklings were a few seconds before. And that's done. Now the Haggis is only so far ahead of you, so you could try and pursue her if you wanted to.
Fuck that.
Pursuing a hag into the woods sounds like a bad idea.
Taking out a lot of our allies already. I mean, I'm pretty good at tracking Fae.
But
Here's a question. I would like to make an insight check to see if Auntie Elderflower set us up.
How? I mean, she's not
that's
there.
not how
Yeah.
insight works. It's reading
No?
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think that's something your character could maybe consider.
If we just do it, we still got to wait like 5 minutes to get all our armor on and shit.
That's true. Yeah, your armor.
Got you
sort
guys.
of-
10 John. 10 in John's
Look at their
case.
dangly bits.
Look,
So,
sleep completely naked.
Go back to sleep.
I mean, it's only about an hour till dawn, so you could just stay awake, have some breakfast.
Have a short rest.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we have the benefits of long rest, or have we already gotten the benefits?
Oh, no, because to be honest, there wasn't enough time for a long rest anyway. You got here like midnight, and dawn is at 6-ish.
Okay.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you can take a short rest.
Take a short rest.
Oh, let's
Cool.
take a short one. I'll spend
Sure.
a hit die.
Ending hit die.
It's
See, I don't
like
even know
the
if it's
first time I'm
So
spending
rarely
hit-
happens.
I've lost like 4 hit points. I don't know if it's worth spending a hit die for that.
Come on, do it.
But like, minimum I can get is 4.
Will there be
exactly.
many other short rests in this contract?
But I
Probably
can
not.
I can dodge and use them. Thing.
True.
I can fortitude if I get really in the shit. I can run and dodge.
Yeah, you're good.
Ah, go on. I'll burn one.
Bloody dwarves.
All right,
Okay.
Mr. Fucking Werewolf. Like, just because I can regain some health dodging.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I just turn into other animals. It's like, oh, my health is low. Time to be a dire wolf.
At least you'll never be an archdruid.
Yeah.
Alright,
That
so
shit's
everyone
broken.
gathers round and pulls their covers over themselves a little bit and just waits that last hour. Maybe you use a little heat to make some tea or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I put my armor on.
Yeah, I'd put mine on
Use it
after
on
that.
him.
Gotta
Alright.
druid craft up some elderflower, add it to my tea, see what that does.
Eventually your Felicity wanders back, got a little owie from where she got shanked.
I'll heal her with hit die as well then, I guess.
Yeah, she could roll a hit dice
So-
as she relaxes, and you can use medicine on her. And after about an hour or so goes by, you can see like the sky begins to turn red as the sun is coming up over the hills behind you. There's a slow sort of, slowly like building the light in the sky. And as you're looking out, you can see sort of the shadows begin to appear on the trees in front of you. And day begins to approach. But as it approaches, almost as like the light of day reaches you, it slows down. And the bright light around you almost seems to stop. So there's darkness behind you, but everything in front of you is bright, as though the sun has only risen there. And appearing in front of you as well, kind of riding out of the light, is a horseman, clad entirely in white armor, on a white horse, and he's like just glowing with brilliant, bright white light. And he comes clopping up, and he stands there. He preps his lance sort of on his shoulder and goes, "Who blocks the passage of brightest day?"
We do.
Just some travelers on the road.
Well, it seems our sources were correct. He did show up at dawn.
Hey, here he is.
Well, we have certain interest in you not making your way to the person you're trying to make your way to.
We just want to talk to you.
Talk to me. Why? Stand aside, I have business beyond. Do not block the passage of day.
Well,
Passage of day with this, like, I don't know how well I know my fake courts, but
Yeah, I don't know if you, like, you don't know.
make
You've got
a
the
check
stories
on
I gave you before.
yeah.
did Finch do a check, see if he knows anything?
You could do a history check. It's quite high DC because...
Yeah, I have an advantage on it as well. Because
Alright.
Hunter's thingy. Yep, I know everything.
This is a man on a horse!
Yeah.
But I join in as well simply because I have the useless proficiency in history.
I mean, history's a great proficiency, but yeah, you can have a look.
Yeah, try.
Yeah.
I've already given, like, the stories I feel are most prevalent. I'm not just going to go, this is what this is. You have the description, you can make your assumptions based on them.
Gotcha.
Did Vlad relate, John?
26.
30.
You did not use guidance, first of all, because you're in conversation. But you get 26.
What?
No, you didn't. You're thinking at the moment. This is like a snap thing as you see the guy. So with 26, with the correlation between the fact you were sent here by a hag, possibly a hag or some sort of fae, to like intercept something going to a hag, there's a good chance this is one of Baba Yaga's horsemen. This would be Bright Day, the sort of rider of the morning light.
We've heard of your passage here. As you're about that, you're on your way to see a certain individual.
My business is my own. Step aside.
Your business doesn't seem to be your own. She is a bit too eager to talk about your coming.
Yeah, you just see like an expressionless, like armored face.
I don't think he's very interested.
You claim you're the knight of day and dawn. You realize you're going to visit a rather dark, sinister beast, right?
Oh my! Has global
around.
illumination been on this whole time? God dang it!
No, it hasn't.
No.
This guy's just really bright.
Oh, I just turned it on. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Boop.
No.
You realize the creature you've come to meet is one of darkness and destruction. You must have seen some of her handiwork in the forest on the way here.
Her handiwork is none of my business or yours. I am here for my mistress. Step aside or die.
Right back at you, my friend.
Why not solve this on honorable combat. I have a horse, you have a horse, I'm on my horse, you're on your horse.
No.
Very well.
No more honorable
If you
combat.
wish, we could face. I could face you in a duel.
No, not him.
Just drag John off the horse.
I don't object to it.
We've been here before.
Yeah. Flashbacks, too strong.
Okay, really? Okay, sure. If you want to do this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have advantage yet. Finch, could you assist? Because Finch wouldn't have let him do it either.
Oh, is he like hopping on his horse ready to
Quit
go?
your squabbling. Young man, you wish to face brightest day.
Oh, fuck.
God, John, you're just gonna die.
Probably.
John,
John, if you duel him and he kills you, I will not resurrect you.
I push him off the horse.
We're gonna have to. There we go. Finch has got that extra height.
Alright, so you drag John off his horse, like pull him down, kind of petulantly, like.
No, he pushes me off. I thought.
Dang.
I can give you damage if you want for falling. Yeah,
It's less than 10.
yeah, it's fine. He watches you squabble for a time and shakes his head and goes, "Men have become weak and petty."
Oh my
Look.
god. I want to try something. I look at them and I'm like, well, if we are so weak, then how did he sneak up behind you? And I point behind him.
Roll a deception check.
What the fuck? Why?
Aww.
Expressionless, Helm stares at you.
I shrug, and out of the finger that I held up comes a firebolt at him. Like, let's do this. Let's stop fucking around.
Alright, I'll give you a free firebolt. Why not? Okay, it bounces off his shield. Like, he looks at his shield where it
I
blasted
should
him.
probably roll
Yeah.
initiative.
He just looks at it kind of like disappointedly, and then up at you.
Don't suppose I'd be able to get a shift off before.
No,
you
not
get-
really. I feel transforming into a monster causes people to attack.
If I'm still emitting light, I shouldn't be because it only lasts for an hour.
Okay, I'll make sure to turn that off.
Oh,
I don't think you are
Also,
anymore.
I think my token is still emitting light.
Is
Like
it?
I have the dark vision now, but it seems to have light set up on it.
No, it should just be has sight on you, not all players can
Oh,
see.
okay. It just looks like I have 30 bright. It's cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
You have 60, 30 of it bright, which should be correct. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, it does
Rothbert,
have 60 dark.
you see this blast of fire come from its finger. The creature looks at it and like begins to like heft its lance.
I hadn't actually rolled
Should
it.
you resummon Gertrude, John? Because that would have taken. You wouldn't have been able to roll a hit dice then.
That. Oh,
It's an hour-long ritual.
yeah, I'll take the win. Which was 6 points, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And 10 gold for the materials.
Yeah, I have the materials on me. I carry.
He's just out of my reach.
To be honest, I could have put him a lot further back.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I can still get to him.
Don't you have the halberd?
No, Finch has the halberd.
You know, that thing I stab people with all the time.
Bollocks. Fuck it. Sure, we'll do this.
Is he, would he be a large creature if he's on a horse?
He is on horseback, yeah,
No.
so I'll make him large.
No. Ah.
That's just to represent him being on a horse. He himself is just the size of a
Sorry.
man.
Sorry, Rothbert.
That's right. He's
He,
like
got- he-
5.
he became large in the wrong direction.
He's 5 foot outside my reach. goddammit.
I mean, to be fair, he should
Sure,
really. If he was talking, he should be standing
it's
like 100 feet back to be optimal.
Fine. Yeah. I guess we're doing this then because Vlad's open proceedings. I'll fly into a rage.
What else are we gonna do? Like, let's.
No, that's fine. I just be like, do I use my last rage? So yeah, I'll use that. And I will to here, and I'll just chuck. I'll say I chuck like one hand axe at him because I'm not going to get another one out.
All right, you run forward. Throw your hand axe.
Is he? He's within 20 feet, is he?
Yeah, you're like 5 feet away from him.
Yeah. That's fine. I wasn't sure because you were saying about him being slightly further back.
I mean, if I was being optimal, he would be.
Ooh.
All right.
For 17.
Nice.
Yeah, he blocks his thing, and then you come up on his other side, throw it, and it like smashes into his armored ribs. He looks down, like, annoyed. 13, you said?
Yep. 13 damage, yeah.
I take it this is not
no, sorry, 17.
17
damage.
Okay. I take it this is not a magical hand axe, though.
It is not. No, I haven't got around to those yet.
No. So that would be half of 17?
8.
8.
Oh god, he's magic resistant. Oh, okay, great. Is there a visual representation? Would I pick?
He just doesn't respond very much. Like it hits him in the armored ribs, but it mostly bounces off the armor. So,
Okay. Still a crit. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Gertrude is here. John, you took off the health, or did you?
I thought I did it in the sheet.
There we go. Cool. Yep.
Yeah. Gertrude. Yeah, she's probably gonna go ahead and try to give advantage against him.
All right, so it flies up into this creature's face, this man's face.
Yeah, like she's like not. Yeah, she's like within 5 feet of it, so that to give advantage against it, but also within 5 feet of Rocket's foot.
I think it'd have to be on one or the other, really, wouldn't it? It can't sit in the between us because she doesn't take up like a full 5 feet.
Fair enough. So she's
I
on.
mean,
She could be on him. It's fine. She can move. She can move into people's spaces easy enough.
Yeah, but he's talking about being able to have her cast give advantage, and him being able to cast touch spells on me on his turn as well.
Yeah.
Which doesn't.
No.
I don't know.
No,
to me, that doesn't make sense.
Vladimir, here you go. Blast with fire. He looks up at you, kind of fixes his shining gaze on you.
I shrug. Worth a try. And as I summon Sword in front of him.
Sword!
Which will have advantage because... Actually, I'll attack him with a... Firebolt first. Because that deals
Which
more
one does more damage?
So, there we go. 25 for
Fine.
spell.
Yep, that hits him. Though, again, it doesn't seem to really bother him as much as you'd like.
Would you say that the fire might not damage him as much as I would think it would do?
Yes, because he doesn't really react. He just bounces off his armor. He sort of narrows his eyes at you.
Fair enough.
Not immune, but another crit. Great.
Actually, no. Here's what happens. Sword appears behind him where I pointed before.
No, the firebolt hits him. It flies off his shoulder, reforms into sword, and then attacks him from behind.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All combining.
I told you there was someone behind you.
Ah.
I'll move behind Finch. I'm afraid he wants to charge me. The way he's looking at me.
Just a quick note. I rolled my initiative a bit late, so I'm a bit down further than I should be.
I will move you up.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Okay. Felicity the Warhorse, since I have something else ready to do, just sort of stands there and like pops her hooves nervously. Actually, it's a warhorse, so she just stands proudly.
She's not gonna flee.
She's not going to flee. No, she's a warhorse. She's not been attacked yet. Finch, it's your go.
But she's not gonna charge.
No, warhorses don't attack people. They, they are willing to charge with you if you charge them. More like.
Alright, I'm gonna move my full speed up to there, that one. And I'm going to use some magic.
What?
I know. I'm going to cast Thorn Whip.
WTF, man.
20.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and he is pulled 10 foot towards me.
All right.
So he's now in melee range of Rothbert and myself.
All right. You
If he wants to
drag
do charging
him over here, and he takes 6 damage. So you like bring this whip out. You wrap it sort of round his armored neck. No, actually.
All right, let's go, pretty boy.
And you drag him forwards a few feet. He's sort of, the horse like trying to pull back against it. All right, that your turn?
And bonus action, activate Crimson Right on my halberd.
Cool.
That's my go.
All right, he is going to cast a spell.
Oh shit.
So he like
Bugger.
says some sort of prayer, like holds his lance high. Then he's going to move away from both of you. So you both get attacks of opportunity.
I don't have a weapon out, so...
That misses.
Shit.
Then he charges past Vlad and is going to make a strike with his lance.
Oh, Jesus!
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's
It's definitely a hit. Alright, and then Vlad, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
sure.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell?
Make it.
Alright,
Ooh, ages 3d10 years.
so you feel like some sort of strange magic infused in this, but it doesn't fully take effect. Like you feel your body starting to weaken. So that'd be 15.
Weird.
So he's 100 feet, but he gets double movement. Now he's hasted. So
I kind of feel like
Shit.
that's an odd thing when it comes to like dwarves and furbolgs who live a lot longer than everyone else.
I was thinking if Smelly Joe came on this contract, I could accidentally kill him.
Yeah.
And he's going to move to here, and then that's his turn.
I know you can't bring people back when they die of old age, but if it's magical old age...
John Rook, it's your go.
Slow down there, cowboy! I dispel his haste.
You cast the spell magic. For each spell higher than make it. So it's higher than third. So you. Oh no, haste is third. So yeah,
Yeah,
it is
so
third.
it's gone.
comes to an end. Does that mean he's stunned now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When the spell ends, target can't move. Oh right, so yeah, you shout that. You cast your spell, and he goes. "Ugh," and like comes to a stop.
The smartest move, because I also would have done the same, so we have 2 chances to dispel that shit.
And yeah, that's my turn. Well, except I'll maybe move a bit closer to him, just to be more in danger.
All right, yeah, you slow him down. He looks back at you, eyes filled with rage.
Well, also very exhausted eyes filled with rage.
Yeah. Kind of stunned from like the sudden change in speed. He was moving at 200 feet per second per 6 seconds there. So
Jesus Christ.
That's a bullet.
yeah.
Per 6 seconds. I don't think it's a
Per
bullet.
6 seconds, yeah. So pretty fast.
Not per second.
Rough.
So shit. So he's stunned. Now he's stunned.
I don't know if he's stunned or just misses his action. I'll just hit face again so I can
I
read it.
think he's stunned until the start of his turn.
He's not stunned, he
Just
just
can't-
can't take an action or reactions.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
He's just
As well
lethargic
as
all
the
of a
target
sudden.
can't move or take actions until after its next turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So sweet. Okay, so it's not.
Lethargic.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
I grin, and I blink out of existence using the ring and teleport 30 feet closer. And then I'm going to run up to him.
Diagonals, man.
Well, I would have had it anyway. I had like 65 feet that I could use to get to him.
Yeah. All right. So I think probably like mid-run, you're like sprinting, and then mid-run you out of existence and appear in front of him. Maybe you jump.
Can I try to?
Yeah. Sorry, you can do what you want.
I was just going to say, can I try and pull him off the horse, or I don't know. Careless Whisper starts playing.
Yeah.
If not, it's fine. I was just curious if that would be a
I
way.
feel like there
to...
might be a thing you can do there. Mounted.
Like if I just grappled him, or if it would have to be
I'm
something.
just checking. Mounting and dismounting. Controlling a mount, underwater combat. A night charging one creature. I can't see anything about it. He does have a thing which lets him, like, he's known as a peerless rider, which gives a bunch of things. I don't think you can pull him off his horse just because of that, unless we find a rule that says otherwise.
No, that's fine. That's no problem. I'll just start wailing on him with the axe then.
I imagine this guy's whole thing is, I am not getting off my horse.
I
figured it might be, but I wasn't sure how it works, because it's so rare that we come across mounted combatants that aren't using it. Okay, cool. I'll just take 2 swings in then.
Alright.
22
That
for
hits.
19, but 5 that's fire, so is that half?
The fire is halved, yes. So
Okay.
But
So
is the fire damage count as magical as well?
no,
it's all magical, but
the fire damage
has-
is fire
he has-
damage.
oh, is it? I thought fire was magical.
Well,
It's magical.
He's resistant.
The fire damage is magical, but like all fire damage is magical.
Yeah.
Every elemental damage always counts as magical. There's no non-magical fire damage.
He is just resistant to fire damage. He is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magic weapons, and then separately he's just resistant to fire and cold.
There's nothing in D&D or anything else related that's resistant to non-magical fire damage.
16. He
And again.
staggers back with his horse.
Oh.
That one glances
That'll
off his shield. Ding!
Cool. Yep, that's me done.
All right. Gertrude.
Almost feels like with
Diagonals, man. She gives advantage.
Oh, I was moving her too.
Yeah, fair enough. So she's here and she gives advantage against it for Vlad. Hopefully Vlad is going to deal some nice...
Vlad is definitely intending to. And, you know, let's just start advantage circle jerking the motherfucker. I would like to cast a guiding bolt at 3rd level.
Woot.
Come on, hit, baby.
It's not that likely to hit.
Go on, crit fish.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Wow.
So Vladimir has like a hole in his shoulder where the fucking lance hit him. Like his armor is kind of off and there's like blood coming out of it, and he just raises a hand and he's like, "Oh no, you don't!" And he just summons a guiding bolt and boom! Yep.
Bam! I mean, that's what was that? 49 damage. Yeah, like.
Damn.
It comes out of nowhere, it slams into his chest, he like staggers, almost being dismounted by the blast, pulls himself back up, which you can see there's like smoke coming off it. Ooh.
And Sword moves 20 feet closer to him. It's kind of slowly hovering in the direction.
Those are both really good damage rolls as well.
That was...
They really are.
That is crazy.
There are days in which Guiding Bolt just makes you have a happy time as a cleric.
Especially if you crit, because it's so many dice. Like
it's
really
all the dice.
Yeah, and next attack against him has advantage. So
that's nice. That's a nice little bonus to just throw in there.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Felicity.
Can I command her to like try to trample charge him?
No.
No.
You're not
She does
close to
nothing.
her, and yeah, it's that's just not how a horse works. Like, it's not going to attack.
Yeah, it's
somebody for
different
you.
with Fine Steed because you have like full control over it and you can communicate with
Yeah.
it telepathically and all that kind of
It's
stuff.
staying. It's sort of staying nervously. It's staying by Vladimir in case Vladimir needed somebody to like mount. Like if it was a regular horse, it would have ran away as soon as spells started getting cast. As a warhorse, it's at least staying where it could be used.
I kind of like pet it calmingly. I'm like, it's all right.
Like, not all horses act like they do in Skyrim. Dragon? Fuck yeah!
Let's go, bro!
If you're wondering, for knocking people off horses, if they're knocked prone, they have to make a saving throw. So I guess if you like use a shove attack to knock someone prone, they then have
No,
to
but
make
he's like a
save to see
saddle.
if-
He's
Oh yeah,
like a saddle.
I'm not talking in this situation. I'm just talking about
In
for
general,
mounted combat. That's how it works apparently.
yeah.
Like, I probably would have done something with the pull attack, but fuck it. This guy's
Oh, no,
thing
I'm
is he's
absolutely
a driver.
It does make sense. But
cool.
that's how it works for other mounted combat. So if anyone wants to knock Lucian off his horse.
Mago?
Yep.
There's a battle royale coming.
Alright. I shift. And then... And then I'm going to take a bonus action to cast Experience Treat from Hollyberry.
Pull out Halle Berry and cast Expedious Retreat.
And I'm going to move to here. But I can't attack. Just end my turn there. Just with him in range in case he moves off.
Alright.
That's my go.
Stop fucking measuring, he can't take a turn, he's lethargic.
Oh, you're right, he's lethargic. So it's...
I just thought the idea we left
you could have also phrased that, Tim, as, oh, remember, he's lethargic, but, that also worked.
You attacked me with a lance.
Once!
Magical aging
You
lance.
critted me!
You
critted him with the lance.
Yeah, you critted him.
60 years old.
It is now John's go then, as he is too stunned to do much.
I really, really, really want to do what Vlad did, but I think I would not hit.
Let's start circle jerking. You have advantage. Let's do it.
Yeah, he still has advantage.
Alright, I cast Guiding Bolt at full.
I gathered that was at something high.
A Guiding Bolt 4th level.
Okay.
Chaining guiding
Oh
bolts.
no.
Bounces off his shield.
Does that... well, I have luck.
You do?
I will...
Is it?
Yeah.
This is actually a situation to use luck in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it hits
Hey!
for 23 more damage.
And advantage again.
Advantage circle jerking. I want to have a party of 4 clerics that just guiding bolt everything. I'm constantly glowing.
That's
This is
that's
like
the game where
fairy
you...
fire, but worse.
And could I have a bonus action saying, either yield or you will die?
And that's a game where the DM just breaks out the 60 skeletal archers.
I have turn undead,
Yeah, and we
so
all
there's a
cast turn undead.
That are always running away.
Rothbert, it's your go.
Seeing that the very nice narrow corridor we've left towards Vlad, I'm gonna just circle around. Just to block him, and I'm just gonna take the attack, I guess. So first one with advantage. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, baby!
What is this?
What's
20,
happening?
39,
Half the fire
31,
damage.
31. Oh, sorry, half the fire. So
Bitch.
24, 26.
26 damage.
Jesus.
Guys, what the fuck?
Oh, that was a 19 crit as well, so actually using my champion a bit.
Hooray!
And again.
Alright, well that one misses.
That was due.
Moment of joy, and then I'm done.
Sorry, Gertrude's go.
Yeah, Gertrude's gonna continue the circle jerking to give advantage for Vlad.
Vladimir's go.
Vlad's not gonna need it because Vlad takes out his pocket rocket and oops. Pew! 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 Pew!
Alright, whoa, how many pews are you doing here, buddy?
How many-
5, 6, 7.
That's the whole lot.
It's a 6th level.
All but one, I'm
so
guessing.
3 plus
That's-
5.
That's,
One,
so
two,
that's
three, four.
7.
Yeah,
so far.
that's correct. Really?
That's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no, the first one, sorry, was the spell. Sorry, yep, no,
Yeah,
you're right. It
thanks.
was that. It's
As I take out my Wand of Magic
29.
Missile, spending all but one of its charges
Jesus.
to Magic Missile.
For 29 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
And I mean, this feels very much like the last thing we're gonna do.
Sword?
Oh, yeah. Here's a question. I had this in a different game, but I think it's different from DM to DM. Would you allow, because I cast a spell from an object, my wand, would I be able to use my bonus action to cast a spell slot spell or not?
I think you've cast enough for now. I don't know the answer off the top of my head. I'd have to look into it.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
I don't have any use for a bonus action, so I'll just oops, sorry, that's not what I wanted to click. I wanted to minimize my
I'm a cleric level 6, bitch!
He screams it.
And you can tell, by the way, after that like deluge of attacks, like his armor has been blasted off in many places. His like helm has been ripped
really
open.
wanted to be the one to kill him, so
You can see like glowing light is coming out from underneath it.
I guess I don't know. That's it for me. I moved sword 20 feet, but
Can't you? Oh yeah.
slowly hovering. And that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Finish him off, Finch.
Alright, Finch is gonna move closer. Saying, we finishing this guy.
Set him to surrender. Give him until his turn, and then
I got
finish.
non-lethal attacks, I guess, if possible. Because wow, no, it doesn't matter.
Even with advantage.
No,
dear.
no, just no. Oh god, bonus action. I don't got shit to do, so that's
You
me.
not got your bite thing?
I have to make one unarmed attack to use that.
All right. He staggering on his horse, like light pouring out of many spots. He like leaning heavily on his saddle goes, "Who are you people?"
Hey, we're the Slayer's Take.
We're
Nice to
the
meet you.
takers.
You drop it, you.
That he plane
Somehow we
shifts
should
away.
have told him that. There's, no,
Do you have any dispels or counters?
I don't have it.
I have an counter spells.
So yeah, he says that and then like just says, "You have won. You have bested brightest day," and just fades away into the sunlight.
Person you're going to was a dick.
I mean, brightest day. You should see Rothbert's drift globe. It's almost as bright as you.
I don't know. Look at this guy. This guy's pretty much been lighting up this entire place.
Yeah, I'm not emitting light anymore. This is all.
Yeah, and he disappears. Disappears away.
I mean, to be fair, even if we would have killed him, he also would have just gone back to the Feywild. It's not like he would have been like
I
permanently
don't know if they
dead.
work like demons.
I mean, what else would happen to his soul? He would go to the afterlife, which for him is the Feywild. So,
Fae actually don't
He went
return
back to the
to the Feywild when you kill them
Yeah.
in the material world. They just die.
where would they go?
Yeah.
But
Well, they're
if
not
something
souls in the
dies,
Fey
their
world.
soul-
Their souls just probably go to hell or heaven, or I don't know. I'm not up to date on Fey theology, but like
Philosophy.
there's nothing in their character
I
sheets
don't-
that say they return to the
Philosophy.
Feywild.
Oh no, it's not. It's not in the character. It's just
Very
like,
good, Finch.
like meteorology. Like
Yeah.
because your
Also,
soul
the
goes somewhere
Feywild-
when you die.
The Feywild isn't an afterlife. It's neither is the Shadowfell.
It's a mirror of the inner material.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Baba Yaga would let them chill in heaven or hell too long. She'd just be like,
Yeah, you have no idea.
plane shift. And also, if he has plane shift, he can just get out of the afterlife.
I mean, who
That's
knows
how
what the
it
rules of
works.
this
If he
strange
has
writer
a
doesn't.
warped metal rod worth at least 250
in
gold.
basic D&D, that's how it works. If you die and you have plane shift,
Yeah, but yeah,
shift to
with,
the material plane.
with that he
I-
disappears,
I take
fades away,
John's high five. It's, yeah.
and yeah, he is waylaid and will carry on no further.
Well, he ain't coming back for a while at least. Done our job for now.
Yeah, and he is
That was fun. Interesting fella.
Well,
got
it's fun to
off
convince
a
him if you
single
could.
lance attack, and that was that.
Well, the thing is, you made the wrong choice of buffing him with haste.
I mean, I didn't really know
you don't
either of you had
expect
dispel
it,
magic.
no.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vlad always has it prepared as
Yeah,
far as
I have
It's-
never
it's one-
seen
yeah,
him
it's
use
one
it
of
or
my,
you use it.
The main spells.
Also, he would not be aware that you had dispel magic, so he would just do what he does to win a fight,
Yeah.
which is to move very,
Yep.
very quickly.
And we did get like multiple crits.
Yeah, no, it's
there in a
yeah.
row.
we were
Yeah,
we got
those
very
crits.
lucky in that fight. Like it's not. Yeah.
There were also a lot of crits. Like for an AC 20 character to be hit that often, like
Yep.
it's impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do roll a +9, so statistically.
Finch's last few rolls were what most rounds of combat should have looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he faded
just,
away
I
and
hit Fishman the other day.
I have a question. From the previous contract with the cultists, we don't have the spell scrolls or whatever it was that prevents teleportation.
No, we gave those back to Halman.
Well, they were only good for kind of that particular circumstance. I mean, I was thinking about that, but you didn't use them, so they wouldn't have been effective anyway. Because they're not a reactionary
It's
thing.
really interesting because, eventually we might need to use them on other contracts because teleportation exists.
I think honestly Howman would have asked for them back because they were valuable and used for the job. So
Because they get very broken if other DMs suddenly find out you have a magical scroll that
prevents teleportation,
Yeah.
Oh, this big bad I've been fine-tuning this encounter for? Oh.
You just wrote a bit of paper.
Matthew gave me something that prevents teleportation 4 weeks ago. What? But with him, he is defeated. He fades away. What does the party do after this?
So, think we did our job?
I think so.
I think we did, yeah. He didn't.
Turns out that actually there's just like some random dude on a horse who's actually walking past us right now.
Dude is a random dude.
It's a diversion.
we shouldn't have actually been fucking with the bright guy.
Well, seems that we did what we came here to do. It might not be permanent, but we delayed him a good while at least.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
the fact that he came from the east and the sun goes from the east and he was super bright. Is he the personification of sun?
Have we just fucked up day and night?
As you look, the sun is not rising at all. No, I'm kidding.
Considering that he was a horseman of Baba Yaga, I don't think he was anything good.
Yeah.
Also not too powerful, he is a servant to a higher fae, so...
Dress it up as much as you want, he still serves a pretty nasty hag.
Yes. Mother of all hex, I'm saying. Who might now be angry at us. So, good thing we didn't say our specific names, only the organization we came from.
Yeah, they could probably find out.
He returns, the Slayer's take is just on fire.
He could find out, but the fact that he said it...
I'm just saying, we're not the most subtle people overall. I won't want to look in, they'd find us pretty easy.
I mean, to be fair, the other hag knows us as well, so she's got connections with Baba What's-His-Face.
Vladimir, after he shot the guiding bolt, should have been like, my name is Herclock, and I am here to kill you.
Next couple of months, Herclock is just surrounded by Fae attacking him, going, I do not know what I did, but I have gotten some delicious delicacies. Would I have gotten my temporal strike back?
No, Vlad wouldn't throw Herc under the bus. He would say Sicilian.
I would have. I could have maybe aged somebody. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily I'm not old.
Yeah, Vlad's not super old either.
I mean, I've got middle age for a dwarf, so I've still got a good 100, 200 years left.
That moment there showed why you should definitely always keep Dispel Magic around. Because otherwise, he was going to run in every turn and go tra la 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 la.
Yeah. I mean, I always have Dispel Magic prepared. That and Magic Circle, which isn't super useful, to be honest. But Dispel Magic in the right situations.
I mean, I have Beacon of Hope and Revivify, and only one of them have I ever...
Yeah.
I mean, you did try to revivify some random enemy that we killed the other day.
But then you took me out of it, which I'm very thankful.
Well, he'd been decapitated as well, so you can't revivify from decapitation.
Yeah, that's true.
As an arcane cleric, I just get a whole bunch of stuff that's not useful for 20 sessions, and then one session it's the one thing that saves us.
Like Dispel Magic.
3 things, but
like a Drift
Dispel
Globe.
Magic, Arcane Abjuration, and Spellbreaker. It's
But Spellbreaker break the aging? It's similar magic.
Not a spell. It's not a spell or magical effect, it's just a spell.
So
Like,
yeah,
it's like the spell magic.
do you guys want to do
like
anything, or do you just want to return to...
I guess we return to Auntie Elderflower, yeah?
Yeah, do we
Yes,
need
we
to go back
assume
to her to take?
the
I would like to
Elderflower,
make a
we need.
perception check.
This wasn't our job. Our job was to find
No.
out the story.
Yeah, we need to go get.
Tell it to
Story
the
time.
Oh yeah,
dragon,
story.
and
I got distracted by big
then
shiny
go
guy.
yes. But for now we should return to Auntie Elderflower and yes.
Alright, so you return to Auntie Elderflower. You find
like any good RPG.
the hut where you left it. You scale the rope ladder. And find yourself in Auntie Elderflower's hut. She obviously makes everyone cookies and some nice tea. Goes, yes, you all did very well. Did he give you much trouble? I know he's quite the combatant.
No. He cast haste on himself, we dispelled it, he didn't do much.
That's awful when that happens, especially if you're by yourself.
Yes.
That's a shame.
Yes.
He won't do that again next time, I'm sure. Feel them out a little more. Anyway.
He spends hours preparing all these
He
abilities.
plane
like
shifted
magical
away in
attacks.
the end. We almost killed him, but...
Well, that's probably for the best, to be honest. She sort of sits herself down.
Yes. Wouldn't want Baba Yaga to be angry at us.
No. She's a fickle creature, but she wouldn't probably... She might care, she might not. It's always hard to tell. Anyway,
Yeah.
you wanted
I'll
a
take-
story about the sunken city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, a long time ago, and I mean a long time ago, there was a war, the greatest war of all time, between gods. Between those who now are locked away in the darkness and those who had to lock themselves away when they built the barrier. Between the likes of the crawling chaos, Ayun herself, they all fought in this huge war. The only city that survived this great terror was Vasselheim. And during the time of this war, the gods needed lieutenants and generals, great heroes, and great villains for the ones of evil. One of these great villains, who worked for the Lords of Hell, was immortal, truly beyond death, could not be killed. But he was defeated.
So, by definition, not immortal.
Immortal
Used
and
to be
invulnerable.
immortal, then become... Okay.
Shh, Vlad. Story time.
Pedantic shit. Then,
I'm sorry.
he was eventually defeated, though, by a paladin of the Raven Queen, who was able to overpower him and force him into the Shadowfell and create a demiplane for him there, where he has resided ever since, unable to escape and re-enter our world, lording over his own little piece of hell. However, there are places where the barriers between the Shadowfell and our world are weakest. One of those places was buried deep, deep beneath an ancient city that came up not long after the sundering of the world. This city was filled with miners, and they would dig deeper and deeper, hunting for treasure. Now, unfortunately, they were digging towards one of these weak spots between the Shadowfell and our realm. A woman, a wise old woman who shared my name of Auntie Elderflower, went to them and begged them not to dig any deeper, not to release this creature into our world. But they laughed at her and cast her away and dug deeper, until they did discover the gate between our world and the Shadowfell, even though it was so deep beneath the earth. The immortal creature began to send his forces through, unsure of where he was going. Now, the old woman had a choice: let this creature go free, or trick the Ancient One. In order to trick him, she turned all the people of the city into rats, terrible verminous creatures, so that when the creature came through, he found only disgusting vermin, and nothing worth conquering. So he went back to his home realm, thinking he had found some form of hell filled with rat creatures, that also guarded the entrance so that he could never escape. And so, that is how it has been for thousands of years. The rat people create a barrier between him and us.
Oh, shite.
So
guys,
you're
what did you do when you were there? I wasn't there on that contract.
What you're saying is if these rats were to leave, they would not be the biggest issue we would have to worry about.
Oh, if the creature checked beyond and discovered no rats and went further, yes, he would discover the material plane he once tried to enslave.
This is problematic.
Possible to insight on her saying that someone else shared her name?
Yeah, you could insight on that.
I would also like to insight her.
I would like to join in as well, just because.
Pretty good.
Finch isn't gonna do it out of principle.
I don't have a character sheet
She's
for
a kind old lady.
bonus, so I'll just... It was fucking her. It was her for days. She's not even trying to hide it that much, you know.
Yeah, they're gonna call her out on that, but okay. Interesting. Yeah, we
Yeah.
might have accidentally kind of killed a few rats and slightly upset their social structure because they assumed everything above ground was dragon.
That is
Bit
a shame.
awkward.
Well, I mean, there is a way of closing the gate. She sort of wraps her fingers on the wood.
is.
Indeed. And I might even be able
Would
to
you-
help you do it.
As this, help the material plane against this immortal once more, as the person sharing your name did before.
She rolls her eyes at you. Yes, all that. But we'll talk about that another day.
Yes,
got
we
your
should go back
answers?
to the dragon who wanted to hear about this. He is probably interested as
Yes.
well.
Maybe you can
Yes.
get him to fork out some little pennies in order to make it worth your while to help me out with this.
Or help us close that gate together with you. The more the merrier, as they say.
She's it's like, I think we'll be working together again very soon.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, me too, Finch. And she reaches out and scratches behind Finch's ear.
Well, thank you very much for your help. We hope that the service we provided you was up to standard.
It sounds like you
we
did
hope that if you ever need-
spectacularly, ridiculously well.
Yes. And if you ever need any help again, we hope that you consider the Slayer's tech.
For all your needs.
For all your needs. Or Vladimir Pokov, local physician, and I take out a business card.
Auntie Elderflower, local wise woman, she gives you here a business card.
Thank you.
It
We do
appears
like
to be
the
written on
Japanese
Rome.
business card exchange tradition where you have to take it with two hands. You slightly bow to each other and
Yep.
you take the business cards.
Only it's slightly creepy and Eastern European for some reason.
Vladdy is a well-traveled man. He knows about different traditions.
And,
Alright,
I
so you guys
I
all
got my card too. I'm Finch, the fetcher of fastidious foliage.
We'll work on those, Finch. I'll make you a good business
Throws a
card.
stick out the door.
I'm pretty sure I made up one of those words. I don't think she noticed though.
She smiles at you.
No one noticed, Finch.
Fondly.
No one noticed.
And you guys head back to Vasselheim?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so you guys all head back to Vasselheim. Return to
But
the Slayer's
hey,
Take.
Merton, so it's those situations where you send us out to do something, and it turns out that instead of just being a small thing without tail, it turns out there's big elder evil behind it. Yeah, this is one of those situations.
I'd just like to send you out on one contract to collect something, and that's it. There's no, story hook afterwards, or... Alright, well...
Look, I did not make this world, and I relay the story we were told to him.
Alright, he listens to it with interest and writes it down. And says, I'll send this to the dragon. He already sent the gold ahead in payment, and I think this fulfills the necessaries. So, you all receive 600 gold pieces to divide amongst yourselves.
Woo.
So 150 each.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And,
I also
yeah.
got a little something for you, Erzin. I go over and I slip him a piece of paper with the secret ingredients for cookies that Auntie Elderflower gave me.
Oh. Oh, very good, my good man. I'll take those and use those to make some pies.
Yeah, so between friends, just next time we got a little something. As you know me, I'll always be outside the window.
Spice.
Why is Roger beaten and bloody in that alleyway?
Rogar would be so pissed we were sort of suggesting that John could take him in a fight. That's not
I
something.
mean, he's still in the chat, so I think he still heard this.
Yeah.
The thing is, I could. Potentially.
Battle
I have
Royale.
Take one round and see how it goes.
But yeah, that's basically the end of the contract.
Hey.
Right. Hey, one of my contracts went under for a change. That's amazing. Okay, so tick on those who you think were the best team worker, best role player, the MVP of the session, and the funniest. And obviously you can't vote for yourselves.
Oh, no,
I said
wanted to do
tick
this.
Rothbert, so yours will not be accepted.
That was Vlad that did that, not me.
Oh,
Vlad did it to me.
What's a tick? I thought that was a tick. Yes, yeah.
across is fine.
Says it maybe.
Fuck off.
You actually need to write your name in perfect cursive using the paint tool. Guys, this is going to be the easiest XP you've ever made.
I mean, really, the MVP was also Finch because he managed to make the check.
I mean, honestly, I
Oh.
think MVP was Rothbert's Drift Glove specifically.
I mean, that fight
The
was
globe.
never going to be much of a struggle, even if they darknessed you all.
The globe
Because
gets
I can
50
spell dark.
It would just make things a little more complicated. Yeah. There
feel
might
like
have been
John-
plans for if you had followed her into the woods.
Yeah, but
Oh no.
Yeah, do we reckon
But
I
that's-
only want to get one more attack on her, just in case I manage to get the crit.
Yeah, I mean, like, she had ran... Well, for one thing, she was well out of your dark vision. And out of the drift globe, so there was no way of you seeing her. To be honest, you'd have lost
I
sight of her.
recognize her
long
as
time.
the one who was
Yeah, she's the same one. The same one who's been harassing you for a while.
riding the fucking
One that
thing.
was seahorse or a shark or something.
She was the one who rode on the flying shark.
the problem is if you harass PCs for long enough, they outlevel you at some point.
Yeah. Oh, they out-leveled her, like, when she first showed up. Like, but she's doing a good job of, like, still being a
It's
reoccurring
very
villain.
adept at being annoying, yeah.
She in the tavern. That
Yeah,
time.
she was in the tavern. She's been around for that long.
The
What is-
barmaid or the half-orc?
the green hag was the barmaid.
Gotcha.
She was the maiden, the one who likes to be liked.
Yeah.
How much do you get for a challenge rating 2 enemy again?
450?
450. Okay. I believe it is 450. You were correct. Alright. So that divided by 4. Everyone gets
450 divided by 4.
2,175 experience points.
Woohoo!
Back when I didn't hear that.
2175.
Level 8 motherfuckers!
Yep.
You level dated.
The horseman was a CR11 enemy who got 1 attack. A CR11 enemy from the Tome of Beasts. So
Ooh.
a way more
Oh, yeah,
legit.
they are in the German.
Yeah.
Oh, I should use them in my Curse of Strahd game. Because
Yeah.
There's a version of, like,
Now-
Baba Yaga in there.
Yeah, they might be popping up occasionally in my games, so you don't want too many spoilers. But yeah, you use them. They're a fun enemy. I enjoy them. I enjoy their lore and their history.
Yeah. there's a bunch of really cool face shit in the.
Yeah, all right, John, we get it. You're way ahead of everyone else.
I'm not doing it to brag. I'm actually doing it so I remember the experience points in case I mistype them, because I don't want to, forget how much experience I have.
Yeah, I always do it in calculators
So I
inside.
look up the entire chat log. It doesn't. For some reason, my computer can have.
Oh, level 2 spells, boys. The dream.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like 1 or 2 more contracts and I'm level 7.
It's not right.
I get 3 spell slots just for this one level up. Beautiful.
I got like 3 more contracts right here.
What level do you hit level 5 at? 'Cause I feel like my experience points have changed since I last put them in. I'm confused.
Let me look.
I'm not getting that, obviously, but the GMs get like a little slither of XP when they run a session now.
Yeah, it makes 100% sense.
You need 6,500 XP to be level 5.
Okay, so maybe this is correct. I was just like, I thought I was closer to leveling up than that. So am I saying? I thought I was above. Alright, I'll just take this as being true.
Yeah, 5 to 6 is a big jump.
Yeah, maybe that's just why I'm confused. So I'm just on. Getting there, slowly. I get 600 every time I run a contract, so it will take a while. But I'll play a few as well, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I'll run the daytime game maybe next week.
That would be cool. One with lots
Plus
of XP.
Yeah, I'll try to play a lot next week. Might try and hit level 7 plus.
2,500.
To be fair, we've already got what we got already set up. We've got Adam's got 2 daytime games next week, isn't it?
I might set up
got
some games for next week as well if I get a chance, because I've got a bunch of days off next week, I think. Actually, no, I don't have a bunch off next week, but...
Yeah, because we've got Necromancer day.
Oh, just realised I'm still recording. Thanks for going through the boring stage of me just staring at, things on my sheet. Like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel now.